Patrick. He got first place at the St. Louis Park OTS Championship with Cyber Dragons.
Yeah, represent, baby.
Yes.
Cool. Yeah, so we just finished up here, and I ended up X1, and then, yeah, I think it was 9 rounds today, so it was pretty long. So we can just get started here. So for the monsters, 2 Galaxy Soldier, pretty standard. I was playing 3, but then I cut it for an extra one of the traps because basically just opening a trap with core is full combo. And then 2 Nashter, it's the worst one to open up with, but it's the best one to grind through. 3 Vanillas, gotta get the alt arts, and then this is the best normal summon ever. Core, basically if they ash it, you machine dupe, call it a day. Yeah, it gets you your whole combo. And then 3 Hertz. Hertz is nice because the way I'm playing this is more of a control deck. So basically, you keep recurring either these 2 or these 2, where you just get Hertz and add one of these back to hand each time. And then, so those are the main Cyber Dragon monsters. And then, so I played 2 Scythe because beforehand I was always drawing at least one of them. But my God, today, 5 games, not in a row, but 5 games, I drew both of them. And then you blind second, so one of the games I drew a Sanctum 2, and it was just awful. That was one of my losses, was because I opened 2 of these with Sanctum, and True King Dinos don't let you, play through that. And then 2 Gamma Seals. So these were Ogres for the longest while, and I thought Ogre was amazing just because since you're a control deck, as long as you can out anything, you're in the plus. But against Spirals, I feel like that was the hardest matchup, and this is just mainly for sleeper, so feel free to place it with whatever. And then it's also another monster where you can discard off Nashter, because Nashter is just discard any monster. And then for the spells, you play the 3 machine dupes. You open this with core, it's basically game. You can out anything basically, or going first too. It lets you play through a lot of stuff. The one-ofs would be 1 Cyber Repair Plant. Basically search for a Galaxy Soldier. Anything else doesn't really come up. If you're in a super grind game, you can shuffle back one of your regular Cyber Dragons and make machine dupe live for a second time. This one just shuffles back all your banished stuff from the trap. It also, for the fusion monster, it's a Foolish Burial for 2, and we can get into the combo with that later. And then next would be 3 Emergency. It's the Rhoda. Sadly, no one negated the activation today, so I couldn't get the second effect, but it's really good. And then since we're blinding second, 2 Lightning Storms. And then trap-wise, so we're playing 3 of the traps, just because opening this with core or Nashter or anything like that, it's basically a 3-2 pop, especially if you go first. And then basically if you open it with core, you can just search for your infinity play with Galaxy Soldier. And then you play Trap Trick, which is basically a 4th one, along with these 3 right here, which could be a 4th one of these 2. Because if you end with your regular board of an Almirage Infinity, the thing that scares me the most is if I'm playing against like Subterrors or Ultra guys and they just contact fuse. During standby, you just Sanctum, and then if they Ash, you just do the Infinity Negate, and it's pretty nice. So there's that. Triple Imperm, just because you need some outs to, Warrior from Another Planet, Archlord Christia, sometimes Winda too, but you're playing second, so if you can't summon, you can't do much. And then lastly would be Triple Evenly, and Triple Evenly is just too good. You can't, nothing else about it, but just going second. And then, extra deck. So we'll start with the fusions, 2 of the Chimera Tech, 1 of the Mega Fleet, and 1 of the machine ones. This is just in case, what was it? you face Shadals that play the Mechaba, because a lot of people don't realize that Mechaba's a machine. And then best part about this is you just special Cyber Dragon, ask for a response, and then you just contact fuse, so they have no response to it unless they pop Cyber Dragon. But then once they do that, then you can just do other things. Your one fusion. So like I said with this guy and this. So the goal with this deck really is, you know, you slowly whittle away their board. You special a Cyber Dragon, you contact fuse, and then you search for this or open it, you set it, and during their turn you can just pop this. This lets you recycle all of the stuff that gets banished. And the best part about this is it doesn't banish the cost, doesn't target. So you activate it, they have to respond right there and then. And that so many people ask, you know, targets today, but it doesn't do anything. And then, so yeah, summoning this, it foolishes 2 light machines from the deck. So basically, it'll search you any of your Cyber Dragons as long as you send Hurts. And it's your OTK if you end up OTKing, which I only did twice, I think, but yeah. And then you got your Infinity, Nova, standard, 1 Elmirage, standard, 1 IP, 1 Gravity Controller, 1 Phoenix, 1 Unicorn, 1 of those, and 1 Appaloosa. So the only ones you really need are probably these 2, and this one I just added back in just for the OTK potential with this guy. But otherwise, these are really the only 2 you need, and these you can switch for anything. This was a Borrelsword, this was a Borreload, this was, you know, whatever until today. And then I really wished it was a Borreload because one of the games I couldn't out a Sphere mode that returned back to this Mystic Mind guy's field, so it's whatever. But yeah, there's that. And then side deck. Double Mind Control, it's really good. Outs a lot of stuff. 2 Twin Twisters. It's quick play, out 2, which is pretty nice. The reason I'm not playing 3 is just because since this is a control deck, I don't need to go off turn 1. I just need to pop all their cards and then, you know, control from there. 1 extra Trap Trick for going first. And then 2 Heavy Storm Dusters for the back row decks. And that's part of why I'm only playing 2 of these, just because double Trap Trick with this, and the Overflow here, you have so many back row hate that you don't need to do anything else.
Bro, I approve of this message.
Yeah. Double DD Crow, just in case some of my, you know, regular cards are useless, like Gamma Seal is useless, or Evenly is useless, or Lightning Storm is useless. It's a good go first. Pankratops, yeah, just because of that. 3 Nibiru. Also, side going first, just because it's a light, you can discard off Galaxy Soldier if you need to. And otherwise, like, yeah, if you Nibiru, you just trap card them, or use this, pop the token, call it a day, and then double Lost Wind for the rest of going first. But yeah, so there's a lot of combos with it. It's not strict, like Cyber Dragons isn't a strictly OTK deck anymore. You know, most of my games lasted about, I would say, 8 turns, and by that time usually it's just, you know, you keep using this or you just reoccur Infinity with Master every single turn. So yeah, that's basically the deck.
Alright, cool. Do you have any shoutouts at all?
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess shout out to, I guess, Francis and Cha for hooking me up with a lot of cards over time. So, yeah, that's about it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you for the deck profile, man.
Yeah, have a good one.
You too.